welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 822, recorded live on January 25th, 2025. And here are your hosts. The man who I talked to about the local weather last week, Dave Play.
Hey.
And the man whose kid had multiple days off of school last week, Andy Lowe. Hi.
Several cold days?
Like I said, I called it.
Yep.
Called it on Saturday.
Well,
saying,
you said that there'd be one day. No, you said there'd be two. You said Monday they had off anyway.
Well, no, I had off.
And that it would have been cold
Monday.
enough for them to cancel. Well, didn't the kids also have Monday off?
Nope, the kids did not.
There was school on Martin Luther King Day?
Yes.
Huh.
Welcome to the west side of Michigan.
Yeah, there would have been. Was there? Because of the weather?
No, there was not school because of the weather. There was no school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday I was iffy about because it was going to be cold in the morning, but then get above, negative wind chill in the afternoon.
Yep, and they didn't do any, delayed start. It was just, there's no school.
Yep, no school. So, 3 days.
Yep.
So, yeah.
We had the very similar out here.
So he had a half day on Thursday because it was the end of the semester. Friday he had off. It was teacher
Appreciation Day.
No.
No.
Teacher in-service
work
day. Yeah, the teacher in-service day.
In service.
Yeah. Postings said they were doing something with math, some sort of new math program. I don't know. There was just a lot of people there, and they were talking about math curriculum in the Facebook post. But yeah, no. He was half day Thursday, all off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Man, it was like a little mini winter break.
Yep.
That happened 2 weeks after winter break.
Yep. And then, he went back to school on Thursday, and then Friday was his field trip to the air zoo.
Man, those poor teachers who were like, well, I guess the routine doesn't exist anymore. Back to square one.
So and now it's, Saturday. So he's got Saturday, Sunday off, and then he's got I think he's got another day coming up in early February as well. Hold on, now I got to check
President's
the calendar.
Day.
Friday, February 7th is another teacher professional development day.
All right, then.
So he's had a whole week off. He's going to have 1 week on, then he's going to have another Friday off. It's just like, oh my goodness.
This kid is having a nice, school year.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because wasn't this always the hard part of the school year? You just got back from winter break and there wasn't a lot of other things for a while.
Yeah, you got back from winter break. You didn't have anything until basically for us, it was always Easter?
Yeah. What do you mean Easter, Andy? Don't you mean spring break or midwinter break that always happened to coincide with Easter?
When is Easter this year? April 20th. Let's see. No. There is nothing here around. There's no vacation around Easter this year on his school calendar.
That can't be right.
No, I'm looking at it here. Spring break for him is March 27th. He has a half day. And then school resumes April 7th. So his spring break is at the end of March. Easter is almost at the end of April, and there's nothing here.
Weird.
Yep. His midwinter break is on February 28th.
Because?
Is there anything? Hold on. They also have a religious holiday calendar here, which is great. End of Ramadan is on the 31st. So first day of Ramadan is on February 28th.
Maybe that's part of the reason to have that day. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on at your school.
It's just chaos is what it is. Well, especially since I was
hard to schedule for a bunch of kids.
Yes. I was also a chaperone on that field trip because the state gives me time off specifically for school events.
Aww.
So I'm like, yes, I will take that.
That's very nice of the state.
Yes.
I have, next week is a weird week for me. I don't have it off, and I'm going to work each day. I will be on campus. But if you look at my profile, I'm out of office. I'm taking advantage of a special thing they do like once or twice a year, where you can submit a project that you want to work on, and it is treated as if you are out for the week.
Oh, so you get, it's kind of like that Google's 80-20 time, right?
Yep. Except that's baked into Google's like expectations throughout the year. This is a thing that you have to like submit for and say, I want to do this. But yeah, I'm kind of excited.
Well, that's good.
You know what else I'm excited about, Andy?
What is that?
I finally made a practical print. So I've got this 3D printer.
Yes.
And basically everything I've printed has been like a figurine or a toy or a test. I did do one practical print for Laura, which was a container for her markers. She's a lot of markers. But I finally got to a point where I needed a thing, and I'm like, I could probably 3D print a thing. We took off some swinging doors that we have in the house to move a refrigerator in. By the way, I have a new refrigerator. Review coming soon. And I like it better without the doors. So we just left them off, but then we had the door hinges still in the wall, and like I know me and I know Laura, and we're gonna get something caught on one of those hinges, or it's gonna like dig into my arm or some bullshit like that. So I took the hinges off. But then the frame looked bad because there was, cut away sections where the hinges would go, so that the hinges lay flush with the rest of the door. With the frame. Yeah. Which is also garbage. So I went online and someone had indeed a 3D printed hinge plate, which I trimmed to the size that I need it to be, and then printed it, and then screwed it in. Nice. And so now on those doors, if you don't look for it, you won't see it.
That's very nice.
I'm sending you a photo.
Oh, wow. That's it. Which you could, if you really wanted to, paint it to even match it better. But right there, that looks good.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't notice it.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking for it.
Yep. No, that
so I
works.
did a practical print. I'm very pleased with it.
I still need to mess around with Tinkercad and get you... I've done the measurements. I just have to actually design it.
Yep.
Which is
you design it, I'll print it.
Which is kind of annoying because somebody else has basically designed exactly what I wanted, but they didn't put it up for free use. So it's like you posted it, I can see it. I'm like, that's exactly what I need, but I can't copy it.
Nope.
So, yep. No, I just got to find out the right sizes for everything.
Do all the measurement, put it together.
I've got all the measurements. It's sitting in my Google, it's not Google Notes. What's it called? Keep, yes.
Google Keep.
Yep.
Yeah, if you give me the file, I will print it.
Yeah, I got all the measurements right there. Well,
of course, if you have the file, you might be better off like having someone nearby print it. So you don't have to worry about, like, shipping it. But I will print it, if you would like.
Now that you brought it up, I do believe... Yeah, the Portage library here has
3D printers?
PRUSA MK3S Plus and PRUSA MK4. Prusa. Okay, they have a Prusa MK3S Plus and a Prusa MK4.
Okay, and I presume people who know how to use them.
3D printing is done on a first-come, first-served basis. Please allow up to 2 weeks for your file to be printed. Cost will be provided after the print request and files are submitted.
Rates are going to be pennies.
Yeah, rates for 3D printing are 10 cents per gram. Is that a lot?
Well, I mean, you can get a kilogram, which is 1,000 grams, for $20. So 10 cents a gram, 10 grams puts you at $1. 100 grams puts you at $10. 1,000 grams would put you at $100. So they are doing a 5 times markup.
Well, I don't know.
I presume they're also paying for people time, though.
Probably.
And per gram is convenient because that's going to be like directly related to how long it takes to make.
Mm-hmm. Well, since I'm kind of doing this on the fly, I could just literally try one and print to these guys. Granted, yeah, even the shipping cost, though. Well, I don't know. We'll see how much one thing costs, and then we'll...
Sure. Up to you, sir.
Yes.
Up to you. I could also just, like, print them and then ship them to you, or
Yes.
print them and then get them, like, handed off.
I don't know. 3D printing is still brand new to me there, but I wonder if... Because we have the 3D printers at work.
Someone's got to use them.
Yeah. I do have to go back to headquarters because I finally ordered my winter weather gear. So I was able to get overalls and winter jackets and everything.
Nice.
Yep. I do have to go back to headquarters to pick up my packages in there. While I'm there, I might talk to the lab guys because I think they're the ones who've got the 3D printer.
Yeah. Talk to them and see, like, what the policy is. Or if, being lab guys, even if they don't let you use the 3D printer there, what do you think the chances are that some of them have 3D printers at home?
Oh, probably. They're like, hey, I need this bracket. Is the 3D printer being used at the moment?
Or what is the policy on personal use
Yes.
of the 3D printers?
I should probably,
at work?
since it is a government-owned item.
Yeah.
Try
And
to
if
be
there is no such thing as personal use, which of you have a printer?
Yes, that could help me out. Oh, are you still playing Pocket at all or no?
I'll log in every so often for like the free cards, but not really playing, no.
Okay,
It
because
just didn't grab my attention.
Because the Pokemon cards are at McDonald's in the Happy Meal.
Yes.
And each Happy Meal comes with a free code for Pokemon Pocket, but it is one code per account.
Oh, so you have extra codes.
I have already gotten myself, and I've already gotten Isaac's. Probably
I have close friends who play who I'm sure would love a code.
Okay.
So if you want to pass me a code, I can pass it on.
All right. Because, of course, Isaac is like, Pokemon cards in the Happy Meal. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is the best day of my life.
Oh, my God. I get chicken nuggets and Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards. Crazy.
And he got to go to the McDonald's with the play place. So he was like, yes, I get to play and eat nuggets and look at Pokemon cards. And, of course, McDonald's are now Pokestops as well.
Yeah.
So he was flipping between Pokemon Pocket and Pokemon Go. There was just a lot of Pokemon there. And now he's got a new Voltex binder for his cards. So now he's doing a whole, reorganizing.
Oh, no. It begins.
It's not... I haven't shown him the pure chaos of the latest distribution at Costco, where, people are almost throwing punches over the new ETBs. But he's having fun with what he's got, so.
I'm glad he is enjoying it.
Yep. I also did take him to go see Sonic 3 at the movie theater.
Ooh. Did you see Sonic 1 and 2?
Yes, we did. We saw Sonic 1 on Sunday because we do a family movie night every Sunday. So we saw Sonic 1 on Sunday, and we did an extra family movie night on Wednesday with Sonic 2.
Nice.
And then I took him on the half day to go see Sonic 3 at the movie theater. He actually was sad that at part of the movie.
Aw. I have not seen Sonic 3 yet, so...
Which is why I
spoilers.
stopped.
Yep, no spoilers.
That's why I stopped in my head and went, nope, not gonna say anything else.
Was it at the heroic sacrifice?
Yes.
Okay. Does he know that there is a Sonic 4?
I just told him that because I saw that. I was like, Isaac, it's a Sonic 4. And he's like, are we going to go see it? And I'm like, well, maybe, but it's coming out in 2027.
I mean, the answer is yes. Are we going to go see it? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to go see it. It comes out in 2 years.
Which I can't believe that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 just passed 422 million globally. So I do believe
What do you struggle to believe?
Well, because for me, the video game movies, especially with video game movies growing up, what did we have?
Mario.
We had the Mario
Tron.
Brothers.
I don't know if I count Tron as a video game movie. It is a movie about video games.
Yes, but you had that. You had the Street Fighter movie.
Sorry, I forgot about that one.
You forgot about the Street Fighter movie?
Mortal Kombat.
Yes, you had the Mortal Kombat movie.
Mortal Kombat movie was pretty good.
For me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah. For you, the day that Bison came to your town was the most important day in your life. For me, it was a Tuesday.
Man, he just ate that roll up.
I haven't seen the movie.
What?
I have not seen Street Fighter.
I do believe that was that his last movie? I think that might have been his actual last movie. Because he died in like 1995. Or no, he died in 94.
Street Fighter came out in
94.
Came out in 94?
Yep.
I read the novelization.
You read the novelization of the movie.
I read the novelization
of...
based on a video game.
Yeah.
Street Fighter movie came out in 1994.
Yeah, December...
Action sci-fi.
It came out in December 23rd, 1994. And he passed away in October 24th, 1994.
Looking at IMDb.
It must have been his last movie.
Yep. Street Fighter the movie. Oh, no. So there was Street Fighter, and there was Street Fighter the movie, which was the video game.
Wait. There's a... wait. Street Fighter...
There's a video game of the movie about a video game. And he was the voice of M. Bison in the video game.
Okay.
Based on the live-action film Street Fighter 1994, this game uses digitized images of the film's cast as they take on the evil dictator M. Bison while trying to save hostages. Each fighter's ending consists of a movie still. It's Street Fighter, but with captures from the movie. Oh my god, Ming-Na Wen was Chun-Li?
Did she play Chun-Li in the Legend of Chun-Li movie? Or no?
I don't know.
Who played Chun-Li?
This was a hell of a cast.
Yes.
Just to be, like, clear. Like, damn. Good for her. Good
but,
for all of them.
growing up, when you think of,
Yes.
like, video game movies,
Yep.
we didn't have the best track record.
Nope. But, man, we had video game TV shows for days. Super Mario Brothers cartoon, Legend of Zelda cartoon, which I went back and watched like the first episode, and oh my god, don't go watch it. Don't show it to your children. Don't just like, oh my god, it's so bad, Andy. You know that charming and endearing, well, excuse me, princess? Like, no, not charming, not endearing. Holy shit, like, wow, it's bad.
Wow, Super Mario Brothers didn't come out until 1993?
Which, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was earlier?
I thought it was earlier than that.
It had Yoshi. Sort of, kind of. It had a character named Yoshi.
All right, now
it had a puppet named Yoshi.
I'm going down the list on Wikipedia, a list of films based on video games, and I'm trying to find the first one on the list that has a Rotten Tomatoes score above 50%.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat was at 47. Close.
Really?
Yes.
Well, damn.
Metacritic has it at 60 out of 100. So, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yep.
Let's see. 29%, 12%, 11%, 47%, 4%, 10, 20, 36, 24, 3. Oh, guess who the director of that one was?
Oh, what's his name? The postal guy.
Yep.
Tomb Raider, by the way, is the answer to your question, which came out in 2018.
Really? All the way down there?
But it had a below 50% Metacritic.
Oh. It looks like
I forgot that they made an Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, I remember watching it in the theater going, what did I just sit through?
See, here's the thing, though. Like, I don't know that I agree with this. I certainly don't agree with the critics. Like, Warcraft was not a bad movie.
I still have to watch that one.
Far more than 30%. All right, first one that was above in both was like Detective Pikachu.
Yes, which I still have to watch at some point. I still need to watch.
Wait a minute. So where's Pokemon itself in here?
Would that be
Is Pokemon in this list?
Would that be direct to video?
No, it was released in theaters. I remember going to the theater and applauding when the Nintendo logo came on the screen. I remember Brian and I both applauded and cheered. We were like, "Yeah!" And like everyone else in the theater was like, "The fuck?" Pokemon, the first movie in 1998, has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 16%. But, that's the critic score. The audience score is 75%.
People do love their Pokemon.
What movie has the biggest range between the critic score and the audience score? It's got to be like Birdemic or something.
Which I actually saw. I think I saw the MST3K of that.
Birdemic doesn't have a tomato score. The critics didn't actually bother.
Oh, what did we watched two of them. We watched two movies at Death Kitten's house. What? It was something and Bubba Hotep, and I can't remember what the first movie was.
Holy crap. Audience rated higher than critics. Terminator Genesis, Justice League, Pirates of the Caribbean, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, the 2019 Lion King, and the 2019 Aladdin. Boondock Saints has a 28% critic score and a 91% audience score.
I could see that. I did enjoy Boondock Saints, and I did actually go see its sequel when it came out.
Boondock Saints.
Yep. Have you ever watched that one or no?
Which?
Boondock
Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a fantastic movie.
I know. I agree. Wow. But yes, no, Sonic 4 is going to happen, which is no surprise because the Sonic movie franchise has gotten, I think it's over $1 billion worldwide now.
Yep, they're making a lot of money. They're making enough money that Jim Carrey came out of retirement because he needed more money.
Yep.
I still don't fully comprehend that. An actor as successful as Jim Carrey with as much under his belt as Jim Carrey is hurting for money? Dude.
Was it Al Pacino that needed money?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, for goodness sakes.
Ford.
Harrison Ford, Al Pacino. It's
guys, do you not have a financial advisor?
Is Wesley Snipes your financial advisor? Because
are you not planning this out? There's no way you should have to work ever again. How bad do you think this is going to get with Sonic?
Well, I did watch some of the Knuckles TV series.
Yep. See, that's kind of where I'm going. They had a movie. It was really good. They told a great story. And then they're like, we could expand the universe. We could start pulling in some more of the canonical stuff from the game. Let's bring in Tails and Knuckles. And now Shadow. And probably, I don't know, Metal Sonic.
You are correct.
Cool. I was just guessing.
Nope. You...
And then, Sonic 4, what, Amy?
You are also correct.
Okay. But, at some point, guys, there just isn't more canon for you to just absorb.
Yeah, no, we sat through, and then that was, my first message to Kate after we got out of the movie theater was wait a second, there's a pink Sonic? What?
Oh, was she in the stinger?
Yes.
Oh, yep. There's Amy the Hedgehog.
Yep, who for some reason wears clothes.
Because she's female.
Because, of course, now you're just wait a second. Has Sonic just been walking around naked the whole time?
Yep. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Well, no, Sonic has shoes. And gloves?
Yes. Yes, he's got gloves.
Tails has, a
shoes.
backpack?
Yes.
Knuckles is just walking around, and once you learn about echidnas, you start to wonder about that.
Yep, there was some Knuckles backstory, right? Yeah, in 2, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I meant when you learn about real world echidnas.
Wait, what?
Oh, Andy. It's okay. Just don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, should we actually talk about something that's not a...
Sure. There's a Z Frank True Facts about the Echidna that came out actually just last year.
No, not Akitas. I don't need to worry about the dogs. Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
EA is shutting down Origin, their little web, their little computer.
It's their store. It's their Steam.
Their Steam.
Why are they shutting down Origin? And what am I doing with all of my games?
Well, they're shutting down Origin because Origin is a 32-bit piece of software.
Yeah.
And there is no 32-bit version of Windows 11.
So... that sounds like a really bad move from Microsoft's part.
Yeah, Microsoft has decided to end support for 32-bit software. As a result, EA has announced it will shut down the Origin app on April 17th of this year. But they have the EA app, which is built on 64-bit architecture, available.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, supposedly, as soon as you log into the new EA app after you download it and install it, everything should move over.
And I'm not worried.
Yes.
That's fine. So really, they're deprecating their old app.
Yes.
Their old app is bad. They're deprecating it. They're adding in the new app. That's fine. EA Origin was terrible.
Yes, it was.
So, good riddance? Not that I know for a fact that the EA app that they have is any better.
What did I play on? I think there was Sims on the EA Origin app, and there was something else I played on Origin, and I couldn't...
Spore.
Oh, Spore.
You played Spore on Origin because you didn't have a choice.
Oh, that was so promising.
Yup. Do you know that Spore was basically No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
This promises this big open, evolving open world, and just totally didn't deliver, at least not at release. I have heard that No Man's Sky is, really good now.
It just took them a while to get there?
Yeah, couple of years. Yeah.
Well, okay, so other things. The end of the year game market, numbers have come out.
Sure. Okay.
The video game market in the U.S. was down 1% over last year.
Yep.
To $58.6 billion.
Yep. I say yes. And you say well, why? What's going on and why? Someone else put together a 220-page PowerPoint presentation.
Holy guacamole.
Called The State of Video Gaming in 2025. And yeah, the US market is indeed down. Not only that, but it's down from last year, but the growth that was expected was huge and never materialized. So what the hell happened? And he actually goes through in detail, here's what's going on in the industry. Here's why we are seeing record layoffs year after year after year. 2024 was the all-time high record layoffs since 2023, which was the all-time record high layoffs since 2022. So, what the fuck? And he points out that gaming grew real fast recently. And it grew real fast because there were a number of different growth engines. And a lot of those are drying up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Mobile.
Yeah, no, that was surprising. I read in this report, mobile was actually, spending was down.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it say that at? It might have been on his, he posted a thread on his Blue Sky, the guy who did this report.
Yep.
And mobile was actually down this year.
Yep. And this guy has a suggestion of why. Do you want to guess why mobile spending is down?
Does it have to do with China?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Well,
Okay.
not directly, but nope.
All right. What do you got?
TikTok.
Oh.
Not just TikTok, but YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. People are spending less time playing games mobile because they're watching videos instead. The top 3 titles in the US by genre hold 40% of the spend. People are just not playing games, and when they are, they're only playing a couple of them.
Yeah, you look at the top 20 games for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. No surprise on that one. EA, College Football. Helldivers 2. That was the surprising one for me. Helldivers 2.
What was
Dragon.
surprising about it?
Well, I knew people liked Helldivers 1. I didn't know people liked it that much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Super popular.
Yep. Let's see. Dragon Ball, number 4. Number 5 was NBA 2K5. Number 6 was Madden 25. Number 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 from 2023. Number 8, EA FC 25. Number 9, Elden Ring. Number 10, EA Sports MVP Bundle. I don't even know what the heck that means.
Yep. 11 was Hogwarts Legacy, and 12 was Dragon's Dogma 2.
I'm just looking at these things going like, there's nothing new.
So yeah, Call of Duty is a yearly release.
Yep.
And every year it's usually the top, maybe the top 2. EA Sports College Football is going to be a annual release. Madden is an annual release. NBA is an annual release. EA Sports FC 25. Annual release.
Yep. They did, though. I saw this on EA's thing, though. They had to downgrade their estimate for the financial year because FC was not as much of a growth as they had expected.
Well, given that they gave up the name FIFA, I'd say any growth should have been considered successful. Yeah, I mean, Helldivers 2 is one of those new growth engines that he talked about of a live service game.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is just another Dragon Ball fighting game. Elden Ring is just Dark Souls 7 or something like that. Hogwarts Legacy is Harry Potter. Dragon's Dogma 2 is Dragon's Dogma.
All right, another bit that I found interesting. For the 2024 year, 45% of all PS5s and 44% of the Xboxes were all digital editions.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the way that's going.
Well, let's see what it is. They said spending on physical video game software in the U.S. has been cut in half since 2021 and is now more than 85% below the peak in 2008.
Yeah. And you know what, Andy? PCs aren't in a much better spot. Do you want to guess the median number of games played on Steam?
Median number of games played on Steam?
Yep. So each person plays some number of games on Steam.
I'm going to say...
list for each person how many games they play in order in 2025. What is the middle number?
Oh, it's going to be something surprisingly low. I'm going to say 12.
4.
Ooh. I went low, and I still went over the bar.
You went way over the bar. 12 in 2024 is 4, not 12. 4. Of the games played by people in 2024, do you want to know how many games were released in 2024? Like what percentage of playtime was spent on games released in 2024?
I don't know.
15%.
15%?
15% of playtime in 2024 was spent on games that were released in 2024. 37%, the largest category, was spent on games that were at least 8 years old.
Oh. Oh.
So yes, the US video game market is down. It's in trouble. A combined 72% of playtime on Steam in 2024 were games that were at least a year old.
That's crazy. Granted, I'm sitting here looking at Lego City Undercover for $6.
Yep.
That was released in, 2017?
Oh.
Because we finished off Lego Marvel Superheroes. I'm almost finished off with Lego Star Wars. So I'm trying to find another, Lego game. And everybody's talked about Lego City for a while. So I'm like, maybe that one.
Games are more expensive to make and are not making as much money.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to have to go through this. I'm looking at the slides here. Is there any actual notation about all these slides, or am I just supposed to?
I mean, the sentence at the top is what the slide is.
Okay.
And like the slide supports that sentence.
Gotcha. All right.
So it's really like just a 220 sentence presentation with graphs.
Okay. All right. What other video game news? Do we have any video game?
Yeah.
Random thing. I know, don't do Hearthstone at all. But the latest Hearthstone mini set that was released, StarCraft. They put StarCraft cards in my World of Warcraft card game.
Interesting.
So they took the various, heroes and divided them up between the Zerg, the Protoss, and the Terran. So yes.
I wonder if we're going to get a Diablo version.
Probably. I was sent
Hearthstone Diablo.
I was sent a survey and they asked me my thoughts about this. And one of the questions was, what other Blizzard properties would you be interested in seeing in the game?
Lost Vikings.
Well, they had Heroes of the Storm on there, which for me was like, that's all of them.
Yeah, that's not a franchise, guys. You don't have anything unique to Heroes of the Storm. The point of Heroes of the Storm is it is all the other franchises.
Which that one was, but yeah, they had listed all the other franchises and they put Heroes of the Storm on there. I'm just like, what? Who made this question?
So, I mean, they only have two other franchises, right? There's Diablo and Overwatch.
StarCraft, yeah, they put StarCraft.
StarCraft is already in it.
Yep.
Warcraft is already in it. The other two properties are Diablo and Overwatch.
They were asking about Rumble as well.
Rumble?
Yes. Which part of me is like, I didn't play Rumble enough to notice how different it was.
Oh, sorry. Rumble, not like vibration Rumble.
No, the Warcraft Rumble.
Okay. Yes. I did play Rumble. I liked it. I thought it was clever. I stopped playing it because it didn't hold my attention, but I did like it.
But it's been very interesting with, all of my Warcraft characters, fighting against spaceships and Zergs. It's just like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Why is my troll spearman fighting a Hydralisk?
Yeah.
And why is he losing?
Why did Jim Raynor suddenly show up as a hero?
I like that idea. I'm thinking of the Cataclysm, and I'm thinking of the final fight against Deathwing, with the aspects, and like Raynor pulls up
with a siege tank.
Just starts shooting.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, somebody lays down a card. You hear that classic ghost reporting. You're like, "Wait, what?"
Nuclear launch detected.
I haven't seen anything that related yet, but I did hear the battle cruiser operational.
Carrier has arrived.
Yeah, no, you hear these things, you're like, what is going on here? I don't know.
Carrier has arrived.
I'm like, yeah, the meta was a little stale before this, but this I feel like this is almost a bridge too far.
Has this totally upended the meta?
Yes.
How permanent is this? This feels like it's one of their Tavern Brawl type things.
This is a mini set, so it will get out of rotation of standard at some point in the future.
Yeah.
But these cards are in the game, so if you play Wild, which Wild is, because they have like seasons, right? They have seasons with different sets in them, and then the standard is only, I think, the current set and one previous set. So cards will, be in standard for a short period of time, and then there's the Wild version, which is all the sets. So now if I assume that I play wild, I'm just going to assume that I'm always going to have somebody trying to Zerg rush me. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So weird. It's just so weird. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of space...
Sure.
Starlink has gotten the approval to start beta testing their direct-to-cell Starlink satellites.
Woo!
So they're going to start. They got the official sign-off. I think it's later this week is the official start date for the beta test. Yep, January 27th. They have been given an STA to conduct STA Special Temporary Authority to conduct experimental operations on the direct-to-cell equipped satellites starting on the 27th.
That's in 2 days.
Yep.
That's probably in the past by the time this comes out.
Yes, probably.
Well, all right then.
So yeah, that happened, or it's going to happen. They released a new Hubble telescope panorama just so Hubble can be like, look at me, I'm still here.
I'm still relevant. I'm still relevant. Meanwhile, James Webb is like, I detect methane.
Please pay attention to me. Don't pay
Guys,
attention to that
relevant.
Webb telescope off there in the distance.
I'm still relevant, I swear. What's in this Hubble panorama?
Basically, it's a giant mosaic of the Andromeda galaxy.
Oh, neat.
Took more than 1,000 orbits and over a decade to create this massive...
So this is like the most detailed map we have of the Andromeda galaxy.
2.5 billion pixels.
That is a lot of pixels. So 2.5 gigapixel?
I guess so, yes. The full size is a 203 megabyte image, which is 42,208 by 9,870. So it is a big picture.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty. You know, it's a nice shot of the galaxy.
Of the Andromeda galaxy.
Yes, not ours.
Yeah, this is our nearest neighbor. Have you seen the videos of like what it will look like in the night sky?
What do you mean?
We are getting closer to Andromeda.
Yes, at some point.
We're getting closer and closer and closer. And so in several billion years, the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy will collide.
Yes, and chaos will ensue.
Yeah, but someone has rendered what the night sky will look like at various stages of this.
Now the question...
Like, as we get closer and closer to the Andromeda galaxy, not that we're going to be here, not that Earth is likely to even make it that far, but, like, what would it look like in the night sky as it gets closer and closer?
Because, yeah, the sun...
And it's actually really cool.
The sun only has, what, like 4 billion years left?
Yeah, give or take. We're not sure. Who knows? Maybe in the next 4 billion years we'll be able to figure out, like, what to do about that.
Hopefully.
Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, that's such a cool picture. Damn. That's a lot of stars.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then last bit of space news. Somebody was super excited because they thought they had discovered a new asteroid.
Yeah.
And they, went through the whole process, and they even got an official asteroid number, 2025 A38.
And it was a...
It was the Falcon Heavy upper stage with Tesla Roadster attached.
Hey guys, the orbit of this asteroid brings it really close to Earth.
Yeah, we gotta, we gotta get this thing, designated and everything, and they put out the designation for it, and then about 17 hours later, they said the object was reported through the identification pipelines. The next day, it was pointed out that the orbit matches an artificial object, 2018-017A, Falcon Heavy upper stage with Tesla Roadster. The designation as an asteroid is being deleted and will be listed as omitted.
I love it.
So some amateur astronomer was super excited. It's like, yes.
As they saw a thing that they're like, oh my god, guys, I think I just discovered a new asteroid.
That gets really close to Earth. This is
it's
something
really
we should
reflective, too. It's really easy to see. I think it's made of metal.
Asteroid's got a really high iron content. Nope. Turns out he found out where Elon parked his Tesla.
Oops.
Oh. Trying to think.
What else?
Speaking of oopsies, so some people were trying to recreate Project Blinken Lights. Project Blinken Lights was a thing back in 2001 in Germany where people basically hacked the lights in big office buildings so they could be controlled so they could all turn on at the same time and basically create...
I vaguely remember this, and like some people wrote messages with them.
Yes. So yeah, somebody had back in 2001 synchronized all the lights in a building. Well, a couple of researchers were wondering, going, hey, 25th anniversary of that is coming up. I wonder if we could control all the streetlights in Berlin to create a citywide version of this.
Oh, no.
Well,
the answer is yes?
The answer is yes, but they learned something more surprising. The very same system of controlling Berlin's lights was used throughout Central Europe to control other infrastructure, including the switches that regulate the amount of power renewable electric generation facilities fed into the grid.
Here's the thing about an electric grid that you don't often think about. You can produce too much power.
Yes.
So this is not good.
No. By their calculations, a series of messages sent under certain conditions would be enough to bring down the entire European grid. And this was all based off of unencrypted ripple control.
What the hell is ripple control?
The continent-wide control system, formerly known as radio ripple control, is derived from an older protocol. So based on, let's go to... Oh, okay. So these were FSK signals sent to the switches.
What is an FSK signal?
Frequency shift keying, which is not very secure because anyone can listen to these signals using an SDR, software-defined radio.
Yep. Able control devices with long-wave radio.
Yes.
Oops.
Yeah, so these guys were going to try and make a giant art project and instead discovered out how to take down the entire European grid.
On the plus side, I'm sure the Russians and the Chinese already knew it.
Hopefully.
I don't think that's a plus side, but it's... Jesus Christ, guys. No authentication required. Anyone with a broadcaster could just do it. Oh my god. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Watch Dogs. Where like you had the phone that could control all the electronics in the city. That's amazing. That is just amazing. Wow. These guys are nuts. Also nuts. Let's talk about DeepSeek.
What is DeepSeek?
How well have you been keeping up on the various LLMs?
I've been trying to, especially since I have my presentation on AI next month.
So are you familiar with like O1 and O1 Mini?
Yes, those are OpenAI's latest ones that are supposedly the top of the line ones.
So a company in China just released an open AI model. The entire thing is open, like open source open. It is entirely offline. You can download the entire thing and run it locally, and it outperforms O1.
Really?
And it is free as in beer and free as in speech.
Huh.
So, yeah. It uses chain of thought. It uses reasoning. It's shots fired is what it is. It is shots fired. It's a Chinese company saying, hey, OpenAI, you're not open, and we think you're ripping people off.
Huh. Oh, boy. This should be interesting.
Yep. My coworker who showed this to me was running it on his computer, disconnected from the internet, and it was processing 8 tokens a second.
They must have But how? Because how many parameters does it have?
There's a couple different models of it, so you can get it at different levels. One of which has like 14 billion parameters. Yeah.
Well, that should be interesting to see.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I thought,
and
man,
it's fully available, which honestly means it's just a matter of time before someone takes that same model and cuts it loose.
Yep.
Right? Remove all the safeties.
Yep. That's part of my. I did the AI presentation last year. What, like March, April, May, something like that, something early in the year.
Yep.
And I thought, hey, less than a year, I could probably just take this whole thing and redo it. You know, just keep the same stuff. Nope, don't need to change anything. And that has been a bit ridiculous. But one of the things I want to, point out to there is go into like after each slide, kind of do like a deep dive and go like, this is things we need to think about. Power usage, or the fact that, people can spin up their own AI, or there's, the framework out there for open sourced ones. Because wasn't Llama released where you could actually modify the parameters?
I don't remember.
I think it was Llama that got released by Meta. God, I feel like I'm having a stroke sometimes saying these things.
Yeah.
But I do believe it was Llama that got released by Meta, where you could actually they gave you access to the actual biases and weights. So you could actually take it and mess with it. And then it becomes your own thing at that point. But yeah, no, it's...
So there's a DeepSeek R1 with 70 billion parameters.
Well, you'd be shocked to hear that Microsoft is forcing everybody to deal with Copilot, who have the formerly Microsoft Office 365.
I'm not shocked at this.
It is now called Microsoft 365 Copilot. And
wait, but that's the product where they offer like Copilot embedded in M365. That's not all M365. You buy that.
No, this is all M365 is having Copilot added to it. And of course, Microsoft is saying, because we're adding AI to it, we have to increase the price because we're giving you more value.
Of course they do. Yeah. So we have, as I've said before, we're a Microsoft Office shop. So I have Office 365. Mm-hmm. And I just 2 or 3 weeks ago, was approved for M365 Copilot. So at the enterprise level, it is not an automatic inclusion. At the enterprise level, you can still get just Office.
My Office app on my iPhone here, because I have my work iPhone here, because of course it's got Isaac's Pokemon stuff on it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at Outlook, Teams, OneDrive, M365 Copilot. Yeah. That was not there. I did not put that there.
Nope.
But it is there now.
It's there now. I did use it in Teams to help me find some information that I knew existed. But I didn't know which chat it was in. There were a lot of chats.
But just in case you're wondering,
could have been in any of them.
Microsoft is charging an extra $3 per month per user now.
That's not terrible.
When there are how many? Let's see. Where the very bottom of this article stated that basically it would generate an extra $3 billion from Microsoft per year with this higher cost.
They're already making so much money, Andy. They're already making so much money. Why are they doing this? Oh, we don't have Stargate on our topics list.
The show?
No. Oh, no. Andy. Have you not heard about Project Stargate?
I feel like this is some sort of secret CIA thing.
You will wish that it were.
Oh gosh. What am I Googling here?
Just go Google Project Stargate.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Andy, go look at how much money they're talking about.
$500 billion in AI infrastructure in the U.S. Oh my goodness.
$500 billion with a B given to Oracle, Microsoft. It's Oracle, OpenAI, with a B. $500 billion to quote unquote AI infrastructure. I don't even know what
boy.
AI infrastructure means.
Data centers.
Is that data centers? Is that power plants?
It's gonna have to be power plants.
Is that AI infrastructure? Is power plants?
Well, let's look at the data center dynamics website. Well, what are the data center guys saying? Let's see, 100 billion could be deployed immediately, they say. Yeah, Oracle's building 10 data centers right now, currently under construction in Texas. It's going to have to be, company says that it wants to connect with firms across the built data center infrastructure landscape, from power and land to construction to equipment and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, this means data centers and all of the accessories to make data centers work.
Yeah, it's a terrifying thought. That's so much money.
Going straight back to the tech bros.
Yep. NVIDIA, Oracle, OpenAI.
Well, we'll just drop that on there, and then we'll... Can we hit the randoms? Just
sure. Yeah, we probably should.
Yes. All right. It is your review.
I would like to review an expansion pack for Factorio, a mod, if you will, for Factorio, a first-party mod created by Woob Software as they released Factorio 2.0 along with Space Age. The Space Age mod, which was designed in tandem with the 2.0 improvements and changes. And holy shit, Andy, I have almost 300 hours on a single Space Age save. They managed to recapture the original feeling of playing Factorio. So, like, the thing is, once you've played Factorio, like, it's not new. You can think of new ways to do things. You can think of creative ways, better ways to do things. But, like, to make steel, you take iron plates, you put them in the furnace.
Yeah, no,
you get steel.
It's Minecraft. You watch these Minecraft YouTubers go, okay, well, now I'm going to try this.
Yeah, like, what all of it does. You know what, like, I know how to defend against biter attacks. I know what causes biter attacks. I know what buildings are going to cause more pollution. Like, there are new planets in Space Age. So you don't just have your base planet that you had in Factorio. That is where you start. But there's now an entire solar system. And the different planets have different resources and different ways of doing your production lines and different types of enemies. So there's Vulcanus, which is this, like, as it sounds like, it's a volcano world. There's lava flows. There's a lot more cliffs than anywhere else, like just tons and tons of cliffs. Cliffs make it difficult to build because you have to go around them or under them, but, like, you can't build on top of it. And they have fiercely territorial enemies. So these ones aren't bothered by pollution. They don't care about pollution. But if you start building in their territory, they will come and destroy it. And they are huge. It's fucking dune sandworms, but on a volcano planet.
Okay.
There's Gleba, which is an agricultural planet. It's a, like, very bio-focused planet, and you have to come up with entirely new production lines to deal with the fact that all of the factories on Gleba are biological in nature, which means they need nutrients, and there's spoilage. Like, the nutrients that you're putting into the factory can go bad. And if they go bad while they're sitting on the conveyor belts, then you have problems. There's Fulgora, which is a ruined planet of an ancient civilization. The resource you mine on Fulgora is not iron or copper, it's scrap. You're mining scrap, and then you have to recycle that and refine it, and you get stuff out of it. And it's so clever. And each one of these planets is, like, fully new Factorio experience. Like, you go into it, you're like, oh, 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 huh. And that happens each new planet. And then once you've progressed far enough, you can go to Aquilo, which is a water planet, except it's not water, it's liquid ammonia, because it's really fucking cold. In fact, it's so cold that, like, you need to provide heat to your buildings or they stop working.
Oh.
So again, like, the theme on each of the planets is adding a different type of complexity. So, like, great, I've got all these plans for how to make things on the base planet, on Nauvis, but none of those designs rely on putting heat pipe next to everything I build. So you have to come up with entirely new designs. I love it. I have been having so much fun relearning Factorio with this expansion. I highly recommend it to anyone who plays Factorio, anyone who has enjoyed Factorio. Like, this is just so much fun. It's so good.
All right. How much is it?
I believe it's $30.
Okay.
Which is the same price as Factorio, because they said, like, we've added as much into the game as was in the game. Definitely worth the money. Did I mention I have 300 hours into one save? A non-modded save? Like, it's just the base game. I have 300 hours, and I'm not even done. I'd say I'm about, like, 2/3 of the way through. Maybe 3/4. I have almost all of the sciences now. Random topic?
Random topic. Rolled ahead of time. Describe how to design a car whistle that sounds like a children's wooden train whistle that can be heard by drivers of other cars. Well, you have
put
a train
speaker.
Yes,
you put a speaker on your car.
There's two ways of doing this, because a train whistle is basically a musical instrument. So you either can build some sort of resonator box, like a guitar. You know, a guitar, the string is quite quiet, but you have a guitar body that's hollow that will actually, you know, resonate and amplify the string. Or you go with the electric guitar, which takes that and just basically goes through an electric amplifier. And if you're in a car, I don't think a resonator...
You're not going to get, like, a resonance.
No, it's not going to work. So you're going to have to go with an amplifier, which, having now dealt with police sirens... those they can get pretty loud. You can get pretty loud on those things without too much hassle. Speakers are not that big, but they definitely will let you be heard. So yes, how do you design a car whistle that sounds like a wooden train whistle? You take a wooden train whistle and then you record it.
And then you play it through a speaker.
Yep.
I think that's accurate.
Yes, that's... There's only two ways of doing it, and one of those is really not going to work all that well. The second one is going to work so much easier.
I suppose trains don't use a speaker.
No, they just have a whole lot of compressed air.
So do cars.
What are you talking like a semi-truck horn?
No, I'm talking about, like, the tires.
Oh, really? You're gonna steal air from what is
Look, they didn't say the car had to continue driving. Nowhere in the brief did it say that the car had to continue to drive. I'm just pointing out there is a lot of compressed air available to a car. If we're gonna MacGyver this shit, we gotta think out of the box.
Yes, but we don't need to MacGyver this shit. They already have pre-built things that can work out extremely well.
I suppose.
There is a button on the police siren that you can tap into to have the radio go over there. The radio is just an audio source into the siren box.
So you can just instead of the radio, you just have a recording of a train whistle.
Yes, the little wooden train whistle. I could probably do this right now with, granted I don't know if the speakers work on my vehicle. They were working at one point, and then, like, one of the police officers was in there looking at it. He's like, "Oh, you've got a siren box like mine. Does it work?" And I'm like, "Of course it does." And I hit the button, and nothing happened. And then, like, you do that where you hit it once and nothing happens, and of course you have to, like, tap it like 5 or 6 times. Going like, why? What? It was working. What did you do?
I swear it was working.
Yeah. No, something had jammed itself into the speaker cone and blew the speaker.
Oh no.
Well, the speaker cone is literally on the front of the vehicle, attached to the brush guard.
Yeah.
So,
but you should probably fix that, right?
well, yeah, I replaced the speaker on my truck with another new one. So now I do believe it works. I don't know. I haven't accidentally hit the siren in a while.
Okay.
My new truck, if my new truck is the same as my coworker's new truck, I will not have the police siren anymore. And it will be an actual truck, not a Ford Expedition turned into a truck.
Interesting.
Yes. So we'll see how that goes. The truck is actually even bigger than the Expedition, so I will not be able to fit the truck into my garage.
Oh my god, Andy. Why do you need a car that is so big?
To haul all my equipment, I guess?
I guess.
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I just want something that is not at 112,000 miles and is, let's see, that was a 20, yeah, it is 10 years old at 112,000 miles. So yes, no, my vehicle was actually supposed to have been already swapped out before I even got it.
Okay.
But yes, that is entirely not a train whistle story.
Yep.
But yes, train whistle, amplifier, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yep. And on that note, that's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.